Here is it now, guys. The freezer side of this control board or box is now being wired up, and here is our Dixell. This yellow line here is our line defrost, and one goes to this defrost light indicators while the other one goes directly to this contactor. And here's the line going to the coil. Just put a neutral, and when the load is being inserted, it will energize. And we have a neutral here, it being lined up here to the 4 light indicators, and the black one here goes to this trip line, and it being wired to this overload, this one, the black one. And as you notice, I just jumper here, line supply. Next is our blower fan light indicators, the white here. From the terminal number 2 of the Dixell, we have 2 wires here. One goes here to the blower fan light indicators, and the other white line goes to this contactor of the blower fan. Just put in to the coil, and here's the neutral coil. I just loop it, and the neutral came from here, and I just loop that one here. So here's how I did to make it. And the red one here, light indicator for the line compressor, we have again 2 wire here, and that is terminal number 3. And I supplied also the contactor of the coil contactor of this contactor of the compressor, I mean. And there, the red one there is our coil, and I just supplied again for the neutral here, the blue line is our, and it came here. And this connector is all my neutrals, and the overload just supply power or line voltage to this overload, so it will functional. And here's our MCB for the freezer, for the control. The brown goes to this rotary switch, it enter here, and the out is going to the out to our 4 terminal. And here's the neutral, the blue line, the neutral. So that's the supply, while the supply terminal number 1, this terminal number 1 of the Dixell is controlling these 2 contactor here. Once there is no supply came from our pressure switch, whenever there is a problem here is our pressure switch line. The load for the compressor and evaporator fan will not going to energize. So here's the wire going here at the bottom, so this will be going to the pressure switch line outside at the outer. And the returning wire, this is the returning wire, it goes up here to this terminal number 1. So this is how I design my Dixell. Whenever there is a problem with the system, these 2 will not going to engage. So I hope that is clear. So it's up to you if you want to follow this design of mine. By the way, this is the wire for our sensors. Red wires is our evaporator, while the white is our room sensor, and the black is the common. Same here, it's being connected here. Black is the common here, white is the room sensor, and red is evaporator sensor. So this connectors is intended for outdoor and indoor wiring. So the 3 here is it's going to outdoor unit, and this black here is our solenoid line, and this solenoid here goes wiring to the it wired up here in the normally open of the contactor. So once it being energized, this line for the solenoid is being energized too, and the supply is came from this black wire, and this is my second phase. So I just loop it here to make it nicer. And look at this, it's not being looped, it's not going inside the trunking cable, so it did not look nice. But I will redo, or I will rewire this to make it nicer. Okay, just make your loop inside the cable tray to make it nicer. And look at this, this is the neutral. I just loop it inside the cable tray and it goes to the line neutral. So this will be your guide on how to wire up, just in case you use trunking cable to make it nicer. And here are my MCB. They are old but functional. And this time we're going to proceed in wiring up the chiller side. So the blue here is my neutral. I just apply the neutral here, and once again this terminal here is intended for the neutral, and one wire from that is came from our RCD. Now the red wire here is, I put it on first to the rocker switch, but I forgot during the wiring session. So in this video you see that I put directly to the terminal number 3 or number 4, I mean, in the Dixell, but I'm going to rewire this. And here's our neutral now. Since our chiller is we only controlling compressor, single phase evaporator fan, and there is no defrost heater, but when I go to the unit they use defrost heater too, so additional contactor for the defrost heater for the chiller is being added. So the wiring up is very easy, guys. As you can see, if you have an output compressor from the Dixell, just put MCB on it, and MCB going to the contactors, and all the signal from the Dixell is you're going to supply the line of the coil of the contactor. As easy as that. And now we are now in evaporator fan, the white wire here, and after that we'll now wiring up the neutral of the lights indicator. It is series connection, but the signal of course came from the trip light, defrost, fan, and compressor. As easy as that, as simple as that. And now we are now using or wiring up the trip light. That trip light goes to the overload protector of the compressor of chiller. And here is now, guys, it's being done, and the wire is nicer for me. I don't know if it is acceptable for you guys. So here is it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please like and share. Subscribe too is appreciated much. Once again, thank you for watching. Issue I encountered in the freezer side is trip compressor. Remedy I made is I changed the contactor as well as the overload and issue fix, while in the chiller P1 error I got an issue, so I replaced the control, and all the issues I encountered during terminations are fixed. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have questions, just comment it down.